This pair of Chinese vases fill all the criteria for an outstanding work of art of international significance. I think everyone can see how beautiful they are. These are truly imperial pieces made for use at the court in the kilns at Jingdezhen, where the greatest Chinese porcelain was created during the 18th century. There is no other place on earth in the 18th century producing porcelain of the quality that the Chinese are in terms of the potting, the glazing, and all the other elements that make up works of art like these. What makes this pair of vases particularly interesting for collectors of Chinese porcelain is the shape itself is not a natural porcelain form. These vases draw their inspiration from metal prototypes, and the very fact that the original source was a 13th century bronze vessel and that the design painted on their surface is derived from early 15th century porcelain examples in the imperial collections in Beijing shows how far the Qianlong Emperor allowed his fascination with Chinese technology to be permeated by the spirit of classical archaic China. Their condition is outstanding, absolutely pristine, the way they had come virtually from the kiln. And of course they do have this particularly exciting provenance.
The Bonhams San Francisco team was thrilled to discover this previously unknown exquisite pair in the dining room of the late Belle Kilbourne Taylor. Mrs. Taylor was a granddaughter of the highly respected Massachusetts silk manufacturer and philanthropist of the late 19th century, William Skinner, who founded William Skinner and Sons, known for his Skinner silks. He moved his business and his home, Wistariahurst, to Holyoke, Massachusetts in 1874 after a flood destroyed his mill near Haydenville. By the turn of the 19th century, he had become an American phoenix, creating a powerhouse industry employing over 2,500 employees. His daughter Ruth Isabel Bell and one of his sons, William C., both traveled to Asia in 1889 and 1909. William C. had a keen interest in Asian art and bought avidly both in Asia and Europe. The Moonflasks purchased during that era were proudly displayed in the newly built Great Hall of the family home, completed by Belle before her sudden death in 1928. Belle's sister, Catherine Skinner Kilbourne, inherited the Moonflasks in 1959. They were then passed down to her daughter Belle, named after her sister, and to her descendants. Wistariahurst, the family home, was bequeathed to the city of Holyoke, Massachusetts in 1959 and has been converted to a museum and education center for the city.
Our auctions in Hong Kong this spring will offer a range of very fine Chinese works of art, but I think it's fair to say that nothing will match the Skinner family Moonflasks.